Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blend 3D car creation channel. This is the 7th episode in a series that I'm doing on the Star Gordon Bennet 1905 racing car. Before we start modelling, I always like to look at the various reference images. So I'll do that quickly just to get my bearings in terms of where the chassis connects to the body, to the seat surround, to the engine cover, the radiator grille, all those sorts of things. How the chassis connects at the front. Now we go into this image below. Just drag that up, and basically I want to find out what the thickness of this is, which looks similar to the thickness of that, so that's a pretty good start. And what happens here? So it looks like it just returns in a bit and goes along. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, cool car. I've never ever modelled a chain before, so that would be interesting. So let's get into it. So we are with our model as we left it last time. First thing I want to do is something that I should have done before, really. I thought I could get away with it on this one, but we'll delete the so if press C to connect here and then just click along. Oh, we don't want those. Don't want to delete those, do we? Okay, so I think I'm only deleting. So that was C. You can either press B and range select like so, or C and scroll your mouse button, which has the same effect. So if you want to unselect, press the middle mouse button, such as that. Left mouse button to select it. Okay, and then press the right mouse button to cancel everything, or to cancel the C command. Anyway, X, delete the faces. Okay, so we're now left with the body, the front and everything else. Right, okay. Now, I don't normally separate models at this early stage, but in this instance, if we go to Edge Select, this bottom line, so Alt select, and this Alt Shift and select, and Alt select here. So that's the only ones we've got. That's clearly the chassis sort of area. So we'll go into it, press P, separate selection, okay. Go into, hit the tab button and go into object mode, click there, and then just rename that to chassis. Now it's not in the bin, so we'll put that back in the body, and I think the body is this one, so we'll say main body for that. And we'll move that back into the body. And this one, not sure what this one is, that cube. Can't see anything highlighted, so I'll just delete that one. No, actually we'll leave it in the bin. Leave it in the bin just in case. Right, so we've now got the chassis. and we can hide that. Okay. We don't need these anymore at the front. Let's bring the chassis back a minute. I just want to make sure. Yeah, some doubled up vertices there, wasn't there? Okay, so we'll hide that. Click into this. Delete these two vertices. So X, delete vertices. And now press Z to get into wireframe mode. Want to introduce a loop cut here, drag it across, that is going to be our radiator, so highlight that. Right, let's do it this way. So we go, click out of everything, press B, range select, and right, 3, P to separate, selection, click back into that and type in radiator. So let's have a look at let's hide the body for a minute. Let's have a look at the radiator. Press Z, solid. So yeah, we've got the basic shape of the radiator, that's fine. So hide that. Go back into the main body and see where we are with a mesh on this. Okay, so that's a good start. Right. So looking at the we were looking at the back before, and there's a bit of a ledge on the body. So what I'm going to do is highlight this and delete it, delete the face. Go back into vertex select mode, click these three, go into side view and scroll up, E to extrude, Y along the Y axis, and just pull it out to roughly what we think was the distance for the back of the vehicle, and then just press F. I see, right, okay. So go into the rear view. So we want to extrude that down, this one here. So extrude E, Z, bring it down. And to get it level with that one, we click that and press S, Z, 0. So that's now level. Join those two, F, and now we need to get rid of this line here. So hold that line, press X, only edges and faces. Okay, let's turn the subdivision off. Right, that's better. Let's go into vertex select mode and click these four vertices and press F. Right. So now we've got the thickness for the back. For the time being, so look on the top view now. The top view. Right, so just do a bit of shaping here. So what's that? Okay. Right, okay. So top view, press Z, go into wireframe mode. Bring this in. Range select, so B, let's bring that in a bit. Go down the body, B, range select, bring that in a bit. That seems to be online. This one, so click out, B, select this, so we want to bring it back here and back to here, I'd say, which means range select and bring that to there. Okay. Okay. So let's have a look what effect we've got on our model now. So we'll hide the blueprints for the time being. Press Z and solidify. So at the moment we've got the rough shape of the vehicle. That is strange because that looks curved on there, but straight line there. Right. So for the time being, we'll range select all these. And this. And we'll scale them into 0 on the x-axis to get them all in line. So SX 0, return. Okay. I'll miss these three. So choose any one of those. Press SX 0. Okay. So that's better. Still looks out, but I think it's only because, no, it's definitely in line. I think it's because it's a bit of an optical illusion there. Anyway, let's turn the subdivision surface back on, and that's where we are at the moment in terms of put the blueprints back on. In terms of the basic shape, so look at it from front view just to see where we are. So it shows a curve there, but from what I can see, that is pretty straight with a curve on the top. So bearing that in mind, I'm just going to select these. So get into wireframe, select these, But having looked at it at the moment, that this is with the subdivision shadow on, it's roughly following the line. So I'm going to leave that for the time being. I think to help out the shape, we're going to need to move this one up, because at some point when we put the, see that one's showing a grill, but this one isn't, so I'm going to model to this, but I'm going to move this up anyway, so move that up, and I'll put another one in, and what I'm going to do is choose Loop Tools Space. So click that one, right mouse button, find Loop Tools Space, that one, right mouse click, Loop Tools Space, and finally this one, right mouse button, Loop Tools Space. So what I need to do is click that, and that, and choose Loop Tools Space. For some reason that's not working. So what we'll do is choose that and that, and press S, Y, 0. Sorry, I've got a mare there, SZ 0. Okay, do the same for this one, SZ 0, and I see what the problem is now. That should be in line with that, so SZ 0, there we go. So 3. So what I've done there, just to explain to you, is to make sure that all of my vertices are spaced out correctly. We might as well do these as well. So click from there, hold the control key, click to there, Loop Tools Space, so there to there, Loop Tools Space, there to there, there to there, Loop Tools Space, and finally there to there, Loop Tools Space. I said finally, but there's one more, isn't there? So there to there, Loop Tools Space. Okay. It just helps with the overall topology. Right, let's move this out of the way, which I should have done earlier. So move this out of the way. Let's see where we need some more loop cuts. Well, we'll definitely need one here. So I'll put one in here. Now, quick tip, so it doesn't follow that line, you can choose, so you can press E and it'll align itself to the little red dot. So if you see the little red dot at the bottom, or F aligns it to that to that side. So we don't want that, we want it here. So E, F, so we want it there. So just move it up slightly. So it's basically aligned with that. 3. Where else do we need loop cuts? There's a line almost naturally here, so what I'm going to do is press that and that. So shift and click that. Let's get this right. Hide the blueprints. Press it in solid mode. Right. Take off the subdivision surface. Right. So we want that and that. I'll keep pressing the caps lock. So we want those two, and simply press J, and that has the same effect of cutting the line. Then if you press right, so J to connect, and if you want to align it, I don't suggest we need to align it actually, so we'll leave it like that. So in effect, what that's done is line things up a little bit better. Now this is supposed to be have a circle in, so we need to put another loop cut in here. Let's use the view. Let's use the blueprints. Go into Z, wireframe. Now what we need to do is add some more curvature here. So press R, connect there, and R across there, Control and R. Right. So Z, go into solid mode. And we'll knife cut this across. So hide the mirror. So we'll just knife cut this across. So press K, click on the knife there, bring it across. Not sure where that takes us. C. No, just take it across. Enter. So press Control and 1 to go into the rear view. Press Z to go into wireframe view. These two here need to be on the same level, so make sure that's the active element. Press SZ 0. That tidies that up. So Z solid. Right, 3. Now we need to go into wireframe mode. This needs to be in the same line as this. So it's SY 0. Excellent. And I suggest joining these together. So merge M, merge at last, and then that and that, and press SZ 0, so they're in line. Right, that's good. Okay, now we need this one. So press B. Range select. That's just moving that across here. So we're trying to get the curve. So 3. Range select. Select these. Bring that out a wee bit. This range select, bring it across. Actually, take that down to here. Add another loop cut in here, which isn't going to work very well. So what we'll do is just knife. What I'll do is choose these two, right mouse button, subdivide, bring that in, and do the same with this, right mouse button, subdivide, F to join them, select them again, go back into side view, so SY0, so they're in line. Job done. Okay, so with that said, let's see what it looks in solid mode. Okay, it's a bit better shape. We can define that a little bit more by adding some more loop cuts. So essentially what I want is about a circle of 12. So we want 6 points here. What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, circle of 16. So move that back. So it's in line. Okay, so if I did this and press just to see loop tools space, right, so move these across. Just basically tidying things up here, making things more in line, and this as well. So let's get into wireframe mode, choose this one, bring it up and across to here. That one looks okay. Let's put the subdivision on, see where we are. Press Z, get into solid mode. That is beginning to look somewhere like we want. Okay, I'm nearly up to half an hour, so I'll close it now. So that's the end of this video. I will further define the body in the next episode, but it's starting to look good. Certainly a lot better anyway. Okay, thank you very much. See you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.